Hey, what's up, humans? Welcome back to Jade Empire. This is episode 8, and we are in heaven. This place is magnificent. Look at it. In the last episode, we went into the sickly forest to try to cure it. And we got there. And then we came across some guy who was like, we got an inn up the hill. You should stop by there. And that's where we saw, I should say that the forest shadow intervened and tried to have us killed. So, and then realized after they turned us to stone that we could break out of it. Then we went up to the inn and we saw a bunch of people, and they were not keen on leaving, and they kept talking about dinner. And then their cook dude told us to ask him about the mother. And so we did, and then they changed into hideous creatures. And so I lied to them, and I said that I would help them, and they gave me the gemstone that I needed to activate the portal to heaven. So here we are. Oh, and then we met the Black Whirlwind here. He's a gigantic man. So they said, oh, and then I guess we got a merchant we can summon. But they said we need to go speak with the forest shadow. So that's what we are here to do. I got to remember that the options button is selecting different things.
What? What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm here to kill things. You want answers? Ask someone else.
Rude. I just asked you what you think about our situation. Here, battle. A dog thing? Horse demon. So there's a horse demon. And there's a style that we learn. We're going to learn all them styles. We're going to do it. I don't know how, but we're going to do it. Fox spirit. Be respectful when you speak to our mistress. And of course, we love the book stands. Reading time. Jade Empire Bestiary Volume 5. Horse demons. Words are only wasted describing these equine horrors, for their appearances are all too easily recalled from the nightmares of childhood. All the legends talk of these beasts, fiery manes and terrifying strength, but few sources delve beyond the lore to seek out the fact. It was a most fortunate happenstance that led this author into a roadside discussion with the venerable Li Shi Tun, a master warrior who had recently destroyed one of these beasts. His insight proved most valuable, for it was this master who first made clear the true effect of the horse demon's terrifying mane. Holding out blistering hands, the ancient warrior made his point most clearly. To strike a creature who controls elemental fires with such ease is to strike the flame itself. One must be prepared to hurt themselves with each attack. Why did they blow up? More fighting. Sounds like a frog. And a rhino. Damn it. Well, that wasn't very good. So it also just heals you. I need to unmap that. Like, what's the menu? What's the menu? Be respectful, yeah. That rhino is scary. Elephant Man. You have come, following the path I laid down for you. But now you have reached the fork and must make your own choices. I will try to help you in this.
You should ready yourself, mistress. I do not trust them.
I mean you no harm. You are too quick to turn away potential allies, Shining Tusk. We know our enemy. This one may yet prove to be a friend.
A friend who reeks of those beasts at the inn? Do what you wish, mistress, but I will be watching.
You have just met my guardian, Shining Tusk. He is slow to trust and quick to anger, but he will not harm you, not without cause. She has a halo now. I'm the Forest Shadow. I will help you understand the significance of what happens in my forest, and then I shall be most intrigued to see which fork you choose to take. Why did you attack me in the forest? You were attacked at the bridge by a mad fox spirit. The spirit tried to kill you, yet you fought her off. You survived because I had no intention of harming you. Think about what you have seen at the inn. Now remember what happened at the bridge. There was purpose in that attack. The man at the bridge was one of the cannibals. Were you trying to warn me? The attack at the bridge served two purposes. First, it made you unsure. Your mind was uncertain, and thus sharper. Your search for answers revealed the cannibals to you. Second, the attack made sure you would be standing here before me. Revenge, anger, confusion, compassion, whatever your motivation, you could not help but chase me down. How could you be so certain I'd come here? You know the water dragon is missing, and that your world fills with the spirits of the dead, but this forest has illustrated what that really means. The Mother's awakening and her spreading corruption is just a beginning, one of many that happen all over your empire. You do not want to see the end. You must restore the water dragon. Since you entered my forest, spirit monk, I have felt the essence of your mistress. The water dragon's touch is upon you, and it is recent. I have been having visions of a spirit in blue. Could that be her? A woman in blue? She would often appear in such a guise. Yes, the form of a celestial dragon can be intimidating, especially.
Even here, so weak. The waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end. Not even this world. Not when my power rests in the hands of mortals.
I know you, spirit. You have been named. Are you the spirit of the water dragon?
Names are fleeting. Given so your kind can point and say, that is mine. All words, names, history, dreams. They die on your lips. What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another. I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap.
Do my questions matter, or are you so above me that you don't hear me? Someone has challenged the gods, challenged you?
He challenges the order. He pushes above while you are where you should be, where you must be. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose.
My life?
It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost.
She is still alive, but in great pain. I knew it. Dead gods grant no miracles, and no emperor can summon endless water. You are the one the water dragon has chosen to restore the balance. Spirit monk, your mistress calls on you. Now that I am sure of your role in things, it is all the more vital you choose which fork in the road you will take. Can you explain anything the water dragon said? She speaks in riddles. I could not see or hear her, human. Only you seem close enough to pick the whispers from the air. All I could catch was a scent, but it was one I knew well. I know what you must do now. You need to make your way to the Imperial City, and I know Lord Yun holds a wind map you must have. He will only be satisfied if you cure the forest as he understands it. And so, the choice, will you attempt to destroy me and tell Yun that I was behind the corruption of his land, or will you brave the more dangerous road and face the mother? Why don't you just destroy the mother yourself? Had I acted sooner, I would have been able to crush her easily, but she is insidious. Her corruption spread slowly until it suddenly erupted like a fungal bloom.
That beast should never have woken up.
Now the forest is in a delicate balance. She is not yet strong enough to destroy me, but I find myself in the same situation. You could tip that balance. Couldn't you just tell Yun to give me the wind map? And leave my forest sickened and twisted? In you I have the chance to enlist the aid of one human who might be able to tip the scales. I would rather die than give up this opportunity. which I'm sure you're thinking is exactly the issue at hand. I have made my decision. I'm all ears, human. The mother must be destroyed. How can I find her? There are caves beneath the Pilgrim's Rest. They are infested with cannibals, and the creatures work tirelessly to free their mistress. For all their digging, they will not completely free her until I am destroyed or until I release her, and that is exactly what I plan to do. You must go to the Pilgrim's Rest. I will release the seal on the door beneath the inn so that you may enter her lair. What will I face there? You have already seen the corruption firsthand. There will be many more of her children below, closer to her lair. Where is the entrance to the mother's lair? Inside that place, at the back, you will find a lift descends to what was once a storage area. Once I release the seal on the mother's trap, many more caves will open. Her followers have been most prodigious in their work to free her. The hill is riddled with caves and tunnels that connect to the old mine workings at the hill's base. That's all I need to know to face her. Once the seal is broken, I will not be able to close it again. You must not fail. You will find a way to defeat the mother, and you will survive. You must. I will find you after she is dead. I want to ask some more about you in this forest before I go. Neither of us has time to waste, but there is time to talk. Tell me more about Shining Tusk here. Shining Tusk has been with me for centuries. He is my guardian and my friend. Why is he so surly?
Humans expect all Celestials to be like their flighty foxes, it seems.
He's a demon? Elephant demons are not noted for their humor. Shining Tusk is one of the most light-hearted of his kind. Be glad you did not meet him several centuries ago.
Woe betide anyone who called me surly back then. The Forest Shadow's brethren have worn away some of my stern nature.
Join me. How is it that you have a guardian? The politics and structure of the celestial bureaucracy are staggeringly complex, so I won't waste time trying to explain the intricacies. When I became the guardian of the Great Southern Forest, my responsibilities were such that it was deemed I needed his services. This is really close to her face. Hopefully I didn't fuck it up. And just to be sure, just a moment. I did not.
It was an honor to become her guardian. She is not like any other fox spirit.
That's enough about Shining Tusk. Is there anything else you would know? So we're looking at her butt and his face after saying that. Tell me about the history of your struggle with the mother. A most ancient tale, and one long forgotten by your kind. The mother tried to corrupt this forest once before and failed, leaving herself weakened. How did you become involved? As you may know, when a spirit is anchored to a place or person, there is often a balance. The highest powers of heaven enjoy nothing more than the struggle that ensues. The mother is my counterpart. As a fox, I test the spirit of humanity, and what I would test, the mother corrupts. How did the mother first try to corrupt the forest? It was much the same as now. Dark promises of power were whispered in the minds of impressionable men, who eventually became her cannibal servitors. As her power grew and more of your kind fell under her sway, the forest twisted and blackened. I fought her by destroying her followers and closing the paths into the forest. It was not enough. As the trees twisted, I grew weaker, and I realized that I could not win the day. The forest could not be saved. How did you eventually trap her? The only way to regain control of the forest was to lose control. I had been fighting the mother's magic with my own, but I realized almost too late that I could not defeat her that way. Instead, words became my weapon. Many kingdoms claimed portions of the forest for their own, and I visited each under the guise of a mysterious crone. To each king I spoke of the plans of the others to destroy the blighted forest with fire. That fire, said I, would spread to any kingdom that was not prepared. Were any of the kings actually planning such a thing? None of the kings ever intended to destroy the forest, thinking that somehow the disease would pass and the resources could be salvaged. Hearing that their peers were prepared to unleash a firestorm upon them, however, made each king prepare a similar retaliation. It was only a matter of days before each king enacted what they thought was a preemptive strike. With fire breaks dug and their kingdom safe, fire broke out on every border of the woods. The forest burned? With nowhere to turn but inward, the fire soon burned to the heart of the forest. The mother, who had invested so much of her strength in the trees, was crippled. I too was diminished, but like the easily fooled kings, I was prepared for the flames. Weakened, the mother fell into a torpor, and I worked tirelessly to help the forests regrow. It was a victory through sacrifice, but the forest regrew stronger than even before. Let's move on to something else. As you wish. Can you tell me, can I ask you some things about fox spirits? If you're thinking to learn our tricks, you will be disappointed. I'll happily tell you more of my kind if you wish, though. I keep hearing about the fox's tricks. Can you give me an example? Suppose you were a young noble who has just inherited a fortune. One of my kind might approach you as a wizened sage and ask for aid in studying an ancient artifact. Your response would determine the reaction. If I turned the sage away, what would happen? As someone who had just come into more wealth than you could possibly need, you would be made to suffer in some way. The fox has a nose for people's character, and we judge by their intentions as much as their actions. Are fox spirits good or evil? It likely depends on what a fox has done to you. How easy to paint the persecutor. How easy to paint the persecutor as evil and the benefactor as good. As long as we stay in our place, we foxes are merely servants of heaven. We fill a role few would envy. What about those who don't stay in their place? Every class of spirit or demon is ordered by the celestial bureaucracy. We have our roles and powers, but we also have desires and personalities. Some rebel against the will of heaven itself and follow their own hearts. Not all of those who do so are evil, as you define it, but they are certainly defiant. Are most of your kind tied to nature in some way? No, unlike many of my younger sisters, I am anchored to this place, more free to act upon your world than most spirits because of my connection to the trees. The mother is the dark balance to my lighter influence. You will find that most anchors are like that. The heavens maintain balance in all things. Let's change the subject. I should go deal with the inn. Shall I send you to the portal back to my temple, or would you prefer to walk among these islands a bit longer? I will walk. Breathe deeply. You will find yourself in other places where the air is less pure soon enough. Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming to break your jar. Bookstand. The Celestial Order, Volume 1. The world is a place of order. When order is not enforced, chaos reigns. Chaos is the natural state of the world. The order that currently exists is the result of the power of the Great Dragon. Out of this streaming chaos, the Great Dragon created the world, perfect in every way. But nature, the forces of the universe, demand balance. For every bit of order, there must be corresponding chaos. That first world, that perfect world, was pure order. It could not last. The perfect order choked life and did not allow growth, and so chaos was allowed back into the world. You're weird.
I will protect the forest shadow with my life. I will protect the forest shadow with my life.
Oh no. You horsey demon, horsey demon. Oh no, I burned.
You should ready.
And then I go through this again. I'm gonna have to save it as soon as I'm done.
Even here.
Alright, so we'll just go through this again. What if I offered as much money as the sage needed? You might expect this generosity to be rewarded, and many who think they are dealing with the fox take exactly this approach. They are fools. To give without temperance encourages charlatans, liars, and thieves. Had you given that offer to me, I would have taken all you had to teach you a lesson. And yeah, that part. Are they good and evil? Let's do that middle one then. Suppose I gave the sage some funds and demanded results. What then? then you would be rewarded in some small way. Perhaps the artifact would be genuine, or the fox would offer you some information she had learned from the artifact. Your response was proper as you balanced your wealth with the sage's need, but did not do so foolishly. Yeah.
It was... Humans expect all celestial...
Time is of the essence. Go safely. Did you not teleport the Black Whirlwind? End the corruption. Where is he? That's the last place I wanted to go. Is back to that inn.
What? What do you want?
Oh, try talking to me again. What did you do before you were with Lord Yun?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
That was a brave thing you did.
Ha! I wasn't brave, I was furious. And he was drunk. It was an easy fight. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive.
It must have been very difficult.
You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
Tell me something about your past.
No, we got better things to do right now. Maybe I'll feel like talking after I've bloodied up my axes a few more times.
Alright.
Meh.
Yeah. Well. I think we're going to take a quick break. Alright, back to it. I read all this, right? Are we gonna get trapped, bombarded? What happened here? This tree just come out of the ground and start destroying stuff? Other way. I imagine there will be a fight. I was wrong. Are these guys gonna attack me as soon as I walk in there? Decided to stay in this form, did you?
No, you have sided with the spirit. We had thought her dead, but her stink is on you. You will pay for your lies. You will suffer for your deception. Rend her flesh. Her screams should echo in the town below.
Staff! Leaping tiger!
I thought I could convince you. Die. There's a lot of them here. Oops.
You lack
Help me fight these guys, man. There's more.
Heavenly wave. Ice shard. Style is ineffective. Leaping tiger. My piece is your enemy.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you.
Please do.
My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers.
I'm Woo the Lotus Blossom.
No sense dancing around it. You might as well have asked. My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture.
Why don't you just leave her?
You have no idea what you're suggesting. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below.
What were your captors?
Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations.
How did they disguise themselves?
The keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them.
Why did they keep you around?
They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really. I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped.
Where did they come from?
They claimed that they were changed by a creature called the Mother in the caves below. Apparently she's an ancient demon responsible for twisting these sick creatures.
What do you know about this mother?
She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the mother was trapped in this hill before sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped.
How do they reach the caves below?
That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then return. I wasn't in a position to ask for details.
What is in the caves?
I don't know for sure, only that there are many more of them. From the sounds of it, they've been capturing people and changing them. The ones they don't eat, that is.
That's enough about the caves.
Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Why did they keep you around? What were they planning?
They spoke often about the mother in the caves nearby. They used this inn as a base and a way to lure people to increase their food stocks and swell their ranks. What they failed to realize is that the forest is polluted with ghosts. No travelers means no food, whether people think this place is normal or not. Maybe they had some plan around that, but I doubt it. They are not forward thinkers, these beasts. How it all ties together, I'm not exactly sure.
You're about as big as the Black Whirlwind's arm. I know all I want to know about these cannibals.
You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there.
I do.
I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old Bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of Drunken Master style?
I have heard of that. Of course, but I've never seen the style.
I was a master, top of my game and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife.
So you can fight alongside me. Perfect.
You weren't listening. Fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly forbidden that. I have a few bottles on me right now if you'd like to learn.
Teach me how to use Drunken Master.
Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Drunken Master.
I was hoping it would change the fighting style.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. The hill heaved a short while ago and dislodged a panel in the kitchen wall. These creatures seem to think it was a new way into the caves below. If you truly want to finish this, you must deal with the mother. The cannibals talked about her often. She's down there somewhere, corrupting everyone who gets close.
I've cleared a path through the forest. Go to Tien's Landing.
Well, it must be safer than this place. Good luck. You'll need it, I'm afraid.
Boom! Alright. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There's a cave. Zzz. Ultimate Scholar Gem. Thought I opened up everything in here. And now I need to go check. Just to make sure. Can never be sure. All right. Caves. Seems like a lovely place.
There's not much to look at down here, but at least there's a good chance for a fight.
You're damn right there is.
Change will take you. Soon you will be one of us. So hungry. What? Who are you?
I'm one of your kind.
Lies! You are not cannibal or changing like these new ones. You are food.
Leaping tiger.
I can't see. Throw me some wine. You are food. Die. No redemption. Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun. Get out of here.
They're not human. They're changing us.
Yeah. There has to be some way to help you.
They're capturing people, changing some and eating the rest. By the spirits, you have to help me.
How do I help you?
There's no way to stop. I don't want to turn. Kill me.
It won't kill you, not like this.
I can't. No. Ah!
Leaping tiger.
I should have. Scholar's Gem of Fate. Yeah, that's not disgusting. They're skinning them first. Is that a fucking baby? I can't even tell. Or is it just body parts? So we got skulls on skulls. What's up here? Oh my god, what are those?
Kill the filthy fin.
Ow. Die. Die. They're like the Skaven. I'd rather fight those cannibal guys. Hit him. Thank you. Bones. Intuition gem. Greater Scholar Gem of Fate. So we came up through here. Uh-oh. There are a ton of cave entrances. Okay, at least there's nothing here. Bones. These are cells. Okay. And so then we have that cell, and what's in here? Another cell. So the only other way is up here. My goodness.
Leaping tiger.
Or is it? Hit them!
Leaping tiger.
That one dude's just watching. I think he'd rather face me than the big guy.
It's too late. You left more destruction and shattered lives behind you than my wife shopping for a new hat. I'm clearly going crazy, but I wanted to be here. This thing, mother, whatever, it has to be destroyed. Well, there's no turning back now. Who knows how many more cannibals are down there? When you're ready, let's finish this mother off.
This should be fun. If there's enough of the little guys down there, this could be better than the time I stormed the Fortress of Seven Gates by myself.
Why are you here? I told you to go to Tien's Landing. No. Inferior monk gem. No. Yes. Why are you here? Henpecked? So it must be going the right way.
Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. I owe you my deepest gratitude. Is there some way I can be of assistance?
That's all
As you
for now.
wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Why are you here?
It's too late to turn back now.
Alright, fine.
Prosperous tidings. What can humble Ho do to assist you today?
What do you think about our current situation?
It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, when things are tough, quit your whining and get to work. I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories, please let me know.
Tell me about your life before you were captured.
As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Why doesn't she like you fighting?
As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating.
You've talked
My
about
loving
that?
wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist, but I am a bun master of some renown.
When we get you home, I'll speak with your wife.
I would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's not discuss such things, if you don't mind.
All right.
As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
I require passage back there. Guess not. All right. What will we find? God damn it. Is that the mother? Yeah, run, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Ah!
Get away from me, you beast!
Help him!
I'll stop the little guys, the big one's yours.
Jesus. Then I know what to do now.
That ceiling can't be stable with that hole in it.
So I can attack it.
You can feel the earth move when that pillar fell.
Let's go. You can do this. I believe in you. Hit it. Just hit it. There's too many of them.
She's too strong to defeat without using your head.
I'm using my head, but we're just not fast anymore. Come on. 'Cause that's our mother, huh? Oh my god, it just spawned right there. Yeah, that's the mother.
My piece is your end.
Okay, okay, okay. You.
There's no end to them, just like my wife's cousin.
Keep your head down, bum man. I'm killing things here.
You'll kill us if we don't get out of here soon. Look, there! That's our only chance!
Run! Oh, that's a face only a mother could love. You humans never cease to amaze me. It pleases me to no end that you escaped those caves safely. Are you sure she's gone?
She would have to be. That hill collapsed like a bad cake.
My ancient enemy is dead, and their burrowing, her followers riddled the hill with enough passageways that the whole system collapsed. I had not thought to drop a mountain on my ancient foe, but your kind is always so resourceful. Will the forest recover? With the mother gone, the forest will recover. I have already spoken to Lord Yun, and he is aware of what you have done for me. I hope for us all that you can learn the fate of the water dragon. Until she returns to her home, things will only get worse. We will not meet again, mortal. This forest will need my attention in the months to come, and so I will close the portal in the temple. Farewell, young spirit monk. Now I want to go back to heaven.
Well, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna miss those little bastards. They tried so hard. They just kept coming, one after another, practically throwing themselves on my axes. You have to respect that kind of mindless dedication. Ah, well, let's go find something else to cleave. You should probably go down to his camp and check with Lord Yun. He'll likely want to reward you. Let's go. I'm sure Ho can make his way back to Tien's Landing. Even if there's more cannibals about, he's too skinny to eat.
Brilliant gem of balance. We did it.
What? What do you want?
That's all for now. You are gonna follow us, right? Good. Go down here and we'll tell him what we have accomplished. Yo, 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 yo!
I wondered how long it would be before you made your way down here. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the air has changed considerably. The forest shadow herself appeared here in this camp while the earth shook. She explained what was happening on my lands. She explained what happened in the inn. Nasty business, that. Glad you had the skills to deal with that. Mother, was it?
Those beasts had to be eliminated. I'm glad I could help.
That they did. Imagine such horrors trapped under my own land. Here is the wind map you wanted. The copy is near perfect, and I assure you that the assassins will never know you have it.
Do you think this forest will be passable anytime soon?
Allow me to answer that, Lord. Well, it seems that you've solved the problem with the forest. That doesn't mean the ghosts will simply up and leave. If we're lucky, then you've stopped things from getting worse, and time will provide the cure.
How did you know I cured your forest?
As I said, the forest shadow herself informed me of your brave actions. It was a lucky moment when you walked into this place. Fortunate for us both, in fact.
What will you do now?
We will stay on here for a while. These trees will need tending. Besides, I think I have some old family business to catch up on. Old alliances to reforge, as it were.
I think it's time I left.
Indeed, it is. You have my deepest gratitude. I had virtually given up hope, and you appeared like a gift from the heavens.
I went there.
Farewell. That map will carry you safely if you can find a flyer with the range. I wish you all the best of luck.
Wind map. Oh man, we're getting so good. Huh.
What? What do you want?
What do you think about our current situation?
You know what I liked about Lord Yun? He didn't ask any questions. Well, that and the silver. He was always generous with his silver. Good wine, too. But mostly, I liked that he just left me alone.
That's all for now.
Nah.
You always gotta scratch your head. Ugh. Nah. Back to Tian's Landing. We have leveled up. Got some stuff to read. Nine, huh? I honestly kind of want to get everything at least to this point. Alright, so we did get the horse demons. Let's get some info about that. We're going to just start reading through the stuff that we got, okay? Oh, okay. And so this is a transformation style. Removes negative effects such as slow or paralysis. Oh, drains chi. Powerful warriors can gain the power to take the form of the fearsome horse demon. This transformation grants the horse demon's legendary ferocity, as well as its mastery of the element of fire, and its immunity to the effects of support styles. Faced with the immolating brutality of the horse demon, weak-willed foes cower in fear, helpless against the raging flames. No. What? He's a follower? Drunken Master Martial Style can complete a harmonic combo. That says harmonic. I thought that they were harmonic. Pick up hose wine jugs to activate Drunken Master Style. This style does much more damage than other martial styles, but it is only available for a short time once activated. Picking up more wine jugs extends the duration of Drunken Master Style. Henpecked Ho is a master bun maker and a former fighting champion. He refuses to fight these days out of respect for his beloved wife. Zinbu. So who's this guy? Who's this? I think that this is that gal. It looks like she's got that veil. She looks similar. Alright. And on up here, we got the Brilliant Gem of Balance. +4 to body, mind, and spirit. No matter what a person's path in life, fate, destiny, and human desire decide how far one goes. Whether on a path of peace or of power, the will must exist in balance with the needs of the body, the mind, and the spirit. When all are one, then true mastery can be achieved. This gem allows its wielder to balance the forces within, strengthening the whole. I think we got this one. Are these the same? No. There are times in which raw mental power is not as important as the ability to summon reserves of such power when the time is right. This gem enables the user to trade innate mental ability for a much greater chance that fate will reward the wielder with additional mental resources in times of crisis. And we got the Ultimate Scholar Gem. That's plus 12 mind. This Ultimate Gem provides the greatest bonus to your mind. Plus 5 intuition. Yeah, this woman. So I guess the dam is next. Let's go to our plot items. These strings are carefully woven and made of the finest silk. They look as if they were made for a musical instrument. Silk strings. We got the map. A copy of a wind map that clearly shows the air currents and passages that lead from Tian's Landing to the Imperial City. We've done so much. So much has been done. We are here back in Tian's Landing. And so we will be heading back to camp. The Black Whirlwind and Sagacious Zoo. Yeah, Black Whirlwind and Sagacious Zoo are going to talk some more because they seem to not like each other when they first met. Brown Arms, Dark Arms, what do you call them? I'm like, yeah, I've been wondering about that too. It looks like you literally were, plumbing an outhouse with your bare hands. How do you plumb an outhouse? Alright, guys, this has been absolutely fantastic. I'm glad that I'm still playing this game because, I could have easily given up after Xbox and all that, and then trying to buy it the first time, and then it not working, and then not working through the problems that I was having. I could have easily just not played this game. I would highly recommend this. This is, this is prime BioWare. This is definitely top tier from what they have done before, and I love it. It's great. It's going to go up there in my list. God. Can't wait to play it again and see what happens the other ways. Don't tell me how it happens. I will figure it out myself. But I want you guys to headbutt that like button. Comment down below about today's episode or about Jade Empire in general. No spoilers. And then, subscribe if you haven't for more content like this. I am playing another BioWare game on the channel right now, but we're doing live streams of that on Mondays. So catch me on Mondays. There'll usually be a poll that says, hey, what should I do next? So you should definitely check that out and vote in the poll. And then join me in the live stream, 8 p.m. Pacific time, and we will be able to chat and all that. You can ask me anything or, sit there and enjoy the playthrough there. That is not a blind playthrough. This is of Jade Empire. This is fantastic. And then when we are done with some BioWare games, we'll introduce some other BioWare games like Dragon Age. But I got all those books back there. And we're going to be reading them on the channel. So, thank you guys again so much for watching. It's been an honor to play this for you. Well, take it easy, humans. See you in the next video.